star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Karl Anthony Towns.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in at the three, the small forward. And for Miami, Robinson on the wing. He's joined by Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Lowry. And it's Highsmith in at the power forward position. And every season you have teams, Greg, that start out hot only to falter. How do you separate the real from the rest?
Kevin, that's a good question. And one thing is what we call point differential. Doesn't just look at wins and losses, but margins of victory. And it can indicate who's really built to go the distance.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. For the Heat, their last game, a loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the three.
Yeah, and the only center to win a three-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
First one falls for him. After two consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
And Towns drops them both. And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
Oh, great fake by Adebayo. Such a high IQ play.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Free throw good, Adebayo. GA, the three-point shooting for Miami has been the story. Sometimes they run cold like a lot of teams, but man, when they're hot, they are fun to watch.
A couple years back, Kevin, they led the league in percentage from long distance. Last season, one of the worst in that category until the playoffs, where they rediscovered that shooting touch.
And Adebayo drops them both. Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
And here is Butler after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Now here's Gobert. His last outing, 16 points for him. Gobert, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. That shot wide open.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Pass to Lowry. Miami needs to get a shot off. Drills it from outside.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Towns, the screen. Edwards against Robinson. Shoots from 14. And again, it's Minnesota.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
And it's in there. And that's now 6 points for Bam Adebayo.
Love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
Lowry against Conley. Outside Edwards from the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, that's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 10. Here's Gobert. And Adebayo sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Towns finds Gobert, 5 on the clock. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Robinson. Buries it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Robinson. Down low. Adebayo down low. Defended by Towns. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
And the pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Towns. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Now, here's Lowry. No scoring in this one. And Adebayo throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And, guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure. With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
Lowry kicks to Adebayo. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Minnesota.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Brian is out there with Martin. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Jaquez in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Edwards. There's the pick. Here's Brown. That one doesn't go. The Heat trail by 7. Butler passes to Martin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And Greg, we still see players embellishing contact. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishes?
We're talking about flopping, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw. It's necessary, or guys will keep jerking their heads and falling down, and who wants to see that?
So it's Miami now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. To the middle, stolen by Reed. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. Here's Anderson. That one falls. Anderson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they fell to the Wolves.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Troy Brown. And Mike Conley subbed in for Shake Milton. Here's Gobert. Anderson outside. He kicks to Conley. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Gobert. Gobert's got 3 assists tonight.
And he can hurt you at all 3 levels. Mid-range, in the paint, or deep. Conley can spark this offense.
And that one drops for him. Butler's got his first 2 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
Here's Lowry. Michael Conley making his last shot. Lowry kicks to Robinson. Lowry is screen on Conley. Lock at 6. Butler against Anderson. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Butler.
Excellent job getting that strong position inside. Butler doing work. Really nice.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Some changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. Alexander Walker comes in for Anderson. And it's Jake Milton in for Edwards. Now here is Conley. 6 points for him. Passes to Milton. To the inside, Gobert. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. So when we're talking about team identity, Craig, what would you say is the Miami Heat's identity?
Tough-nosed, aggressive, and hard-working. That's what attracted guys like Jimmy Butler here in the first place. And that's the style of ball they want to continue playing.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
And, you know, night to night, you pretty much know what you're going to get from Gobert. Rim protection, rebounding, intensity, and he gets his points within the flow of the offense. That's a valuable guy there.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Outside Lowry. 1:12 left here in the second. Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Gobert. Towns, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Conley finds Towns. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Towns has got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota. Conley against Lowry. Adebayo, high post. Gobert, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
He's off on the first. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Now here is Conley. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
It does a lot for Conley's overall game when he's attacking. He wants to give the D more to worry about than just passing and shooting.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lowry against Milton. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Conley feeling it out. Fires the three. And that one released in time, but no good.
Yeah, he plays a lot bigger than that 6-foot frame would suggest. Lowry is just a bundle of energy out there.
And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
We'll see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
welcome one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And looking at their schedule, a lot of road games coming up. This is a team that performs well away from home. They like the challenge of winning in other arenas. They feel like they can go toe-to-toe with any team, any setting.
And turning our attention back to that first half of action, guys, Anthony Edwards was in complete control.
The Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, coming up big, making his presence felt in the first half, man.
More bounce to the ounce. He can get airborne and make highlights with the best of them.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So on the floor for Minnesota, the two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Alexander Walker in at the three spot. And here is Butler. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Adebayo. Here is Conley. 8 points for him. Pass to Towns. Gobert with it. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And another three for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range. And you know, what you love about Mike Conley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday.
Here's Adebayo. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lowry against Conley. Kicks it to Towns. The dish to Edwards. From 11 feet away. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Adebayo with a screen for Butler. The pass to Highsmith. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Gobert. Towns, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Towns. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Towns is money off the catch and shoot.
The Heat trail by 17. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Heat culture seems to be a cliche, but it's not. Jimmy Butler says we never lost confidence in this group, in ourselves. We know what we're capable of. We just have to go out and prove it. We're not worried about anybody else, just the guys in our locker room and coaching staff, ownership, management. Back to you guys.
Boy, David, aren't they locked in? There's something else. Thank you. Just 2 to shoot. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Lowry against Conley. Lowry passes to Adebayo. Minnesota with the rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Edwards against Robinson. Edwards passes to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Puts it up from 12. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Deep two from Robinson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Kyle Anderson comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Shake Milton in for Edwards. And that one falls for Robinson. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines. That's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
Here is Lowry after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Adebayo kicks to Lowry. Robinson for three. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 5th assist in this one. Timberwolves leading by 17. Inside, Towns is doubled. He dishes it to Gobert, and that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A different look for Miami. Love comes in for Kyle Lowry, and Martin subbed in for Robinson. Troy Brown's checked in for the Timberwolves. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Gobert with a screen for Anderson. Back to Gobert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gobert's got 5 now.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Passes it to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen on Anderson. Love outside. Pass to Adebayo. Here's the teardrop. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Milton against Richardson. To the paint and stolen by Love. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Minnesota on top, leading by 17. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
Well, Coach Spo instructing his guys, Greg, to just take great shots.
I mean, no reason to rush into a bad shot, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Butler out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Caleb Martin. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Jaquez in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Milton. Pass to Gobert. Good on the bucket. 7 points for Rudy Gobert.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Now Martin. To the inside. Here's Bryant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And the Timberwolves call timing. And the Heat making a change here. Highsmith is checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Troy Brown comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Mike Conley in for Shake Milton. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Richardson finds Butler. No good. Shot missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Reed, and he uses the glass on the layup. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
And here is Conley after Josh Richardson was able to get the triple. Brown outside. Just 4 to shoot. He kicks it to Edwards. Over Richardson. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Brown. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
And the Heat call time here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Troy Brown. Now here's Butler. Floats it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
The pass to Towns. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. The Heat trail by 16. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Well, their pass to Adebayo. Towns with the steal. And here's Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Passes it to Gobert. Outside Conley for the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot totals, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
2 on the clock, and it's good for 2. Lowry's got his first basket of the night.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance for the Timberwolves.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that 3rd meeting.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Alexander Walker. Outside Conley. This one for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And he just battles hard in the post. Bam doesn't need a clean look to convert from that range.
Conley with it. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. The game is flowing for you. What is it like to be on a win streak like this?
Well, the game just back to being easy again, you know, just making the right plays, playing off of the teammates, and guys are just really being unselfish. And it's easy for me to play in that style, and it's fun to be around.
You sure look like you're having fun, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.